Tag selectors are really quick and easy, but they make every occurrence of a tag look the same, which is fine as long as, for example, you want every paragraph tag to look like every other paragraph tag within your page. On the other hand, class and ID selectors give you a lot of flexibility in that they allow you to style individual page elements. However, creating a new CSS style just to change one heading's font takes a lot of work. What you really need is a way of being able to combine the ease of tag selectors with this extra precision that we get using class and ID selectors. Cascading style sheets does have just the thing that is required, and it's called descendant selectors. Descendant selectors let you format a tag based on its relationship to other tags, so whereabouts it is in the page. Let's have a look at our HTML and we'll set it up so that we can see what I mean. I'm just going to remove this class of important. From our code. Okay, and I'm going to add it as a span to this part here. There we go. So we're just applying the class important to a span that encompasses the word project in this paragraph here. I'm also then going to do the same thing on part of the text here within our main paragraph div. Okay, now let's turn to our style sheet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to define not a colour for important but a size. So I'm just going to change the font size on the important class to something a lot bigger. So let's go for 30 pixels. And there we go. If we now refresh the page, you'll notice that now the two occurrences of the class important, this one here and this one here, now have a font size a lot larger than the rest of the page, and that's defined using our style sheet. Perhaps now I said to you, well actually I want the important class here within this paragraph to be one colour. However, I want the important class here within this div to be a second colour. So is there a way of being able to do that? Well, there is, using these descendant selectors. And the way that we do it is that we specify the relationship of that class to the other tags. So for example, we know that the important class is within a paragraph tag. So we define the paragraph first of all, then put a space, then put important. Okay, so what's this saying is that only important classes within paragraph tags will have this class, this style applied. Okay, so we're going to change the colour, and we're going to change this one to let's change that one to red. Okay, so let's see if that's worked. If we go back to our page, and we're looking at, there we go, we're looking at this span here. Remember, this span is part of the important class, and it's within a paragraph tag. This one here is within a div and not within a paragraph tag. So perhaps now, instead of that one being a yellowy colour, we want it to be blue. So how would we do that? Well, do you remember it's within a div tag? So we use div and then space dot important So again, this means that an important class within a div tag, and we're going to change that colour to blue, and then save that and go back to our HTML document, and hopefully there we go. Okay, so we're starting to build up our styles using different methods. Again, if we go back to the cascading style sheet, if you remember, we've got an overall style for all important, or for the important class, and that's its font size of 30. However, we've then got additional styles dependent on whether that importance class is situated within a paragraph tag or is situated within a div tag. We've done an example here with a tag and a class, but we could do two tags, we could do two classes. So for example, if we wanted to apply a style only to links within a paragraph tag, then we could do using that method. Maybe we've got an H1 tag with a strong tag within it, and we want to apply a certain style, we can do as well. Maybe we've got our important class, and within that we have a list item, and we want to apply a certain style to that. So you can see that we're building up a structure of where the tag sits within other tags, and it doesn't matter whether it's a tag or whether it's a class or whether it's an ID. You can build up these fairly complicated styles using this kind of method. You do get a slightly different effect if, for example, you don't put a space between the tag and the class. So here we've got p.important. So how does that differ between the definition that we, or declaration that we supplied here above? If you remember, this here said any important class within a paragraph tag we're going to apply this colour to. However, this one means that it's only going to be applied to paragraph tags that are part of the important class. So the important class isn't within the paragraph tag, it's being applied to the paragraph tag. So we've got to be slightly careful here between spaces and whether you include it or not include it.